All right. All right. Hello. Hello. Apologies for the brief delay. Apparently Jade Empire is not super fond of when your computer's on for a while or something. So I had to, I don't know, fix it somehow. I mean, I had the choice between restarting or downloading a bit of a short mod to try to fix it, and the mod seems to have worked. So ideally, this should not be an issue in the future, but also if it is, I can just restart probably. Anyway, all right. Fantastic. What were we doing last time? We are in Tien's Landing. We still have other things to talk to Hui about, I suppose.
You really shouldn't waste your time here in this tea house. The Lotus Assassins are searching the ruins for the missing piece of your amulet. You must find the pieces before they do.
Sure, but, I just need a bit of a refresher on what we're doing. Yeah, so we're looking for the amulet in the ruins that is in the bit that is sort of dried out from the dam, I believe.
I only know that I had to find the piece I was tracking. I did so. It is in the ruins. You must find it before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to help your master. Pirates have raided local villages using flyers, swooping down like locusts. Minister Shang said he would stop them, but his promises have done nothing. You can find Shang near his still smoldering office in the center of town. I'm sure he will welcome your assistance, even if your reasons are your own.
Let's see. I have questions about you.
I am unimportant, but I promised I would aid you as best I can, so ask your questions.
Why has Master Li never mentioned you?
That would be a question for him, wouldn't it?
Pretty sure we didn't ask that last time.
I can only say that Sun Li devoted his life to raising you, to one day right the wrongs in the Jade Empire. If he wanted to keep some small part of his own life and thoughts for himself, who are you to question that? Everyone must have their private side.
Sure. You sound regretful, though.
Sun Li is a great man, driven by greater goals and ideals. Sometimes his gaze is lifted so high that he does not see what is right in front of him. We who serve him are sometimes forgotten, left to toil in obscurity until the time to act is thrust upon us. So it was with me, waiting for you.
I know she's not a companion, but what's her reason for not being one?
I cannot. I have done my part.
Oh, okay.
I have given Sun Li my loyalty.
I can't.
Devotion. Now I am empty. I have nothing left. I see an end to my long service. I welcome it.
That's pretty fair.
I will give you what guidance and information I can, but that is all I will do.
Well, tell me about you and Master Li.
There is little to tell. I served him years ago in the Imperial Army. I was a tracker and a soldier. I was not at Dirge when it fell, but I heard the tale of Sun Li's death. But I refused to believe he was dead. In time, my faith was confirmed. He sought me out and told me what really happened. I swore my loyalty to him on the spot. I revere him as a teacher, and I revere him. Even when he ordered me to distant lands, my loyalty never wavered. But I am tired. I long for an end to my service.
All right, let me ask you something else.
My assignment is to give you information to help you acquire the amulet. I will gladly answer whatever questions I can.
All right. I think that's
Remember, go to the ruins and claim
probably all we
the
need.
amulet before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
All right. You wanted to talk to me about something. Old Mother Quan.
Hello, young one. My name is Quan, but everyone calls me Old Mother Quan. I'd like you to call me that too, okay?
Okay.
Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Dutong's tea house.
You used to own this tea house?
Yes, I owned the tea house for many, many years. At least I thought I did. But then Master Dutong came to town with that imperial writ. Oh my, wasn't that a shock? Turns out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years. The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house too. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong, well, he mostly just drinks his wine.
You didn't know he owned the land when you built the place?
No one knew. This was just an empty patch of rock for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone? But Master Dutong came along with his writ.
Did you check the writ to make sure it was real?
Now, why would I do such a thing? I can't even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an imperial writ. No, I'm sure the land belongs to Master Dutong.
I'm going to speak to Dutong about this.
That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Dutong now. You can't argue with an imperial writ. All this talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
Hello, Roback. Welcome. Tea House Quest is probably the most video gamey of all quests in this game. I guess we'll find out. I mean, it seems to have sort of a purpose of reflecting kind of what Sagacious Zoo has said about, being like, oh, it's surely the Emperor himself is not the problem. It must be Death's Hand, corrupting him.
And I'm
This,
the only server in the place. If Dutong doesn't start
absolute
running things
faith
better, I'm going
that
to quit.
in sort of the system working. Hello, Buttery Toast. She sounds a little quiet relative to you, but maybe it's because she's old. I could try to boost the game volume a little bit if that's an issue. Who are you? I mean, on the level of mechanics, as in, is it just walking from one place to another and just sort of ping-ponging back and forth? That's pretty common for a lot of quests in this sort of scenario, I would say. Why don't people like your food? This is the exact same thing that cook right outside the... Yeah, no, it was outside this very tea house. Two different cooks with the exact same issue. Like, oh, people don't like my food, they just can't handle it. You see what I mean as you complete it? I sure will. It can be quite dangerous if you eat too much of one type of food. Hello, Seagloom. Yes, it's interesting that one of the defining characteristics of the closed fist road is being willing to break the system for your own advancement. Also, don't do food... Yeah, I mean, I think, I was saying a little bit last time about how it feels like the feels a little bit like the closed fist. I think that there's a degree to. I'm not going to get into it again, but like not in detail, but there's a degree to which the closed fist philosophy does kind of support going along with the system at the expense of others, but then also there are bits where it's like, the closed fist is, as you described, Sieglum, willing to break it for your own advancement. I mean, this game does, I think, in its attempt to portray Chinese philosophy and culture, it does lean very heavily on the whole mandate of heaven idea. Welcome, David Ezra John. This game is such a classic in my memory, I'd be kind of worried to revisit it. What if it doesn't hold up? Alas, that's the nature of nostalgia. Always is, yeah. I mean, I think it is always worth... Or not always, I guess, but it is often worth, going back, just checking that out. I assume this is...
Leave Zhang alone!
Zhang, you can't stay up here forever. This isn't your home.
Oh no, okay, this is probably not Dutong.
No! Zhang not want to go home. Zhang doesn't want to see Ox.
It wasn't your fault. It was an accident. I need you back at the farm. Now let's go, Zhang.
No! Leave Zhang alone, or Zhang get angry and smash things!
No, please don't, Zhang. I'll just go over here and leave you alone. What? Oh, hello there. Don't let Zhang bother you. He's really quite harmless. He's just a little upset right now.
I think they kind of wrote themselves into a corner when they had Smiling Mountain characterized close fist by non-interference, which is antithetical to RPG design. I think that's a good point. I mean, so much of the issues with how Closed Fist is written is because of them writing themselves into a corner with Smiling Mountain specifically. Who are you and who is Zhang?
I am Dong Ping, Zhang's employer. Zhang works on my farm, but the other day he accidentally killed one of my oxen. And since then he has refused to come back. Some of the patrons here are unnerved by his size. I'm worried that if he doesn't leave with me soon, the owners may take matters into their own hands. If he gets hurt, or worse, I'll be ruined. I can't run the farm without him, but I don't know what else to do. He won't listen to me.
Don't worry, I'll speak with him. I might have good persuasion abilities.
Zhang is very strong-willed and very strong. I am grateful for your help, but please, be careful. Zhang the ox carrier came by his name honestly. I would hate to see him hurt you, or anybody else for that matter. Speak softly to him, and you should be okay.
Okay, so telling me to do charm, basically. A really great team of designers and writers, maybe from Obsidian, could probably pull off some really interesting non-interference quest resolutions. Perhaps. Yeah, I mean, definitely a lot of... The stuff that doesn't work in this game is stuff that I think should definitely deserves to be iterated on more. Welcome, Knight. Welcome, Nick. I've finished the game 3 times since the last stream. Tien's Landing is the best part of the game, including alignment, because they drop pretense of it being anything but dark side and light side. You've had a lot of time to do that, Roback. That's very funny. They really wanted to go for the teach a man to fish thing, and then found out that teaching people to solve their own problems really isn't how epic adventures usually work. Yeah, it might be a genre thing. I think maybe doing something, maybe a disco-like would be a better genre to explore what the true potential of the open palm, closed fist dichotomy.
Want to speak to you.
Why are you so upset?
Zhang kill Ox. Zhang too strong, too rough with Ox. Zhang not want to hurt Ox. Zhang only play.
We got an of mice and men situation going on here.
For Ox.
I believe you. I'm sure you didn't do it on purpose.
Ox like to play with Zhang. Ox like it when Zhang throw her in the air and catch her.
Oh.
Zhang missed. Zhang dropped Ox on her head. Ox is dead.
Oh, okay.
Ox was Zhang's friend. Zhang killed a friend and now Zhang is bad.
If you don't go back, your master will starve.
Master have other Ox.
Okay.
Master won't starve. Master better off without Zhang.
Yeah, the other ox will be lonely if you don't go back.
Zhang is lonely. Ox must be lonely too.
Yeah, maybe just don't
Maybe
throw
Ox
them
will forgive Zhang
around.
and we be friends again. I will go and see. You have been nice to Zhang. Zhang like you. Zhang hope you have good day.
Thank you so much. I was at my wit's end. You've done me a great service today. Come, Zhang. Let's go home.
Zhang coming. Zhang go home.
Actually, Closed
now.
Fist is described isn't even about teaching people to fish. It's about wondering whether they starve to death before learning to catch anything. Yeah, well, you know what they say. Build a man a fire and he's warm for a day. Set a man on fire, he's warm for the rest of his life. You know, that's the Closed Fist way. It's probably impossible if you make the closed palm and something like it work too well. It probably send the wrong message, such as something the author didn't intend. Perhaps, yeah. I mean, it can be tricky to can be tricky to do. I mean, I think. Oh right, yeah. Okay, where's Dutong? Anyway, how's it going, Echo? It's doing all right, Knight. Or it's going all right. I am basically done with the next video essay, but I have decided that because it is sort of oh, there he is. 3 sheets Dutong. I'm basically done with the next video essay, but because I've decided it is sort of thematically related to my Pillars and Baldurs video, I will release it on the 2-year anniversary of that video, which is the Sunday after this one. So, Sunday the 9th. So, yeah. Okay, here's Dutong.
If you want tea, have a seat. The serving girl will be by directly if I don't fire her first, a useless wench. I should have replaced her the day I took over this tea house.
Okay, great. You own this tea house?
I am 3 Sheets Dutong, proud owner of this quaint little tea house. I recently acquired it from old Mother Quan, the elderly lady steeping tea over there in the corner.
Can I see the writ granting you ownership of this place?
Oh, certainly. The Imperial writ is 400 years old, and I just carry it around with me all the time and show it to complete strangers. Please. The writ is locked safely away, as I told Mother Quan. I'm not about to bring it out on your request. Now, if you will just leave me to my drinking.
I think you conned old Master Quan.
What a truly horrible thing to say to me, especially when I'm sober. The very notion that I, 3 Sheets Dutong, could do such a thing is, well, it is unthinkable.
The very notion...
You want me to teach this troublemaker a lesson, boss?
The very notion that someone with my nickname could be a bit of a rascal.
You saw what happened in the fight with those sailors. I don't need you lying unconscious on the floor. That's my job. After Steeper Yanru brings me my wine. Your accusations grow tiresome, stranger. You have no proof that I cheated old Mother Quan, and I don't see any reason to continue our conversation. So thank you, and
Goodbye.
All right. So instead of releasing what you have, you'll postpone it for no reason. Nice. I'm not just postponing it for no reason. It isn't. It isn't done. There's a few final touches. I still have to do the soundtrack pass. But I basically made the choice not to rush to do that. Because hitting the anniversary seemed like a fun idea. Check and Rit, what are you, some kind of fate binder or something? That would be fun. This kid, I remember thinking the open palm closed fist dichotomy was such a more ethically nuanced approach than light side dark side. Reading the chat and looking back, now maybe it wasn't all that. Well, David, it is. It just, as the game goes on, it devolves from that, as it's presented, into just being light side dark side. Or yeah, as Roback said, very much more concisely. I want to talk about Dutong and his Imperial Writ.
That Imperial Writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Quan lost her tea house. Waitress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice.
Did anyone ever see the actual writ?
Mother Quan saw it, though her eyes aren't too good. Most of us didn't bother to give it a look since hardly anyone in the town can read anyway.
I think the writ was a forgery.
What? You mean it wasn't real? That means
hello, Alex.
Still own the tea house.
Lots of tea house ownership drama. That's what you've missed. We're in the midst of it still.
If you're right, he'd never bring it out again. There's no way to prove he cheated Mother Quan.
Maybe I can make Dutong confess.
That might work. It would probably help if you get him drunk first. That's something I can help you with. Dutong's always having me send over wine. Usually I mix it with water so he doesn't get too drunk too fast, but I could start sending it to him unmixed.
Get him drunk so I'll get a confession out of him. Just don't get him so drunk he passes out.
Don't worry about that. He never passes out no matter how much he drinks. Actually, he usually goes through 3 stages of drunkenness. Dutong gets very friendly when he starts to drink. You might get a confession out of him then, but I doubt it. He's not really all that drunk at that stage. Usually after about 7 bowls, he slips into depression and sorrow. He complains about how his life is worthless and what a bad and sinful man he is.
Hold on, is this the Towers of Hanoi puzzle, but with drunkenness?
By the 9th glass, he starts to get paranoid. You can't really talk to him then. Usually around that time, I try to slip a restorative potion into his glass to sober him up.
You can make him sober again.
The restorative tastes pretty foul, but it does the job. Works instantly and makes a man sober as an imperial judge. Dutong's guard keeps a vial handy at all times, just in case. The guard gave me a few vials so I could slip them into Dutong's wine when he starts to get paranoid. Keeps him from getting out of hand.
Let's send Dutong some drinks.
No problem. We have 2 sorts of wine here. Peasant's wine and Imperial seasoned spirits. The peasant's wine is pretty weak, but that's usually what Dutong drinks. The Imperial seasoned spirits are a lot stronger. 1 bowl of that is worth 3 bowls of peasant's wine. And if Dutong gets too drunk, I have the restorative to sober him up.
Do you go through stages of drunkenness, Echo? No, I'm not. I pretty limited with my drinking. So my stages are like 2 glasses and then I stop. 1 to 2. Like 2 max. Yeah, don't you know BioWare only knows one type of puzzle and it's Towers of something? Towers of Hanoi, yeah. Dutong is the most powerful being in existence given how much alcohol he can consume daily. Okay, so... Okay, peasant's wine.
1 drink for Master Dutong.
And then...
1 drink for...
Okay.
Good. Go speak to... We'll get him to admit he's a cheat and a sneak. Then old Mother Quan will be back in charge, and I won't ever have to give out another bit of bad advice.
Alright, Dutong. How you doing?
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Master Dutong's tea house. What can I do for you, my friend?
Let's talk about that writ you showed Mother Quan.
The writ? Why Why waste time on such a dry and boring subject, my friend? Can't you see the drink is flowing? Look at how busy my tea house is. Isn't it glorious? Put the writ out of your mind and join the party. Mingle. Enjoy yourself. Everybody should have a good time at Master Dutong's tea house.
The echo stages of drunkenness are happy about pillars, then depressed about Bioware, then paranoid about AR in video games. No, that's just a constant state of being, Nick.
You should speak to Dutong. No problem. The Imperial... One drink? Good.
Greetings and... The writ.
You should speak to Dutong. See if you... Nope. The One drink for Master Dutong?
Oh, is that...
Anything else I can do for you?
Oop. Okay.
Good, good. We'll get it.
What does that mean? Does this mean he's ready to go?
What do you want? You come to
Oh,
mock me?
okay.
Come to laugh at the tragedy that is the life of Three Sheets Dutong? No, not the writ.
Ah.
Don't talk about that. It's my secret shame. Just the thought of that writ brings tears to my eyes. It tears at my poor, miserable soul.
Tell me about the writ. You can trust me.
No.
Oh.
Please, just leave me alone. I'm a bad man. A bad, bad man. I don't deserve friends. Just go away. Wait. Yeah,
Ah, there we go.
that's what I need to do. Confess my sins. Then I'll feel better. Oh, I'm a despicable person. A bad, bad man. The writ, it's a fake. A forgery. I made it all up!
Buzz, what are you saying? I better sober you up.
Mission accomplished. Oh, what do you think about Bioware being in the news again? I missed...
Hate that
in what context? I don't know the news.
That stuff tastes like vomit baked in a glaze of goat hair and garnished with a sprinkling of horse dung. And now I have the strangest memory, as if I... Oh no. Did I say anything to you, stranger? Anything about, I don't know, an imperial writ?
No? No? Nope.
I heard what you said, Dutong.
Oh. Way to blow my cover, dude.
Proof. You can't get out of this now.
Ah, I see what you're after. Oh yes, Three Sheets Dutong was not born yesterday, or the day before that. Indeed, we are speaking the language of commerce. I will give you a great deal of silver to keep this little secret from getting out. Lots of silver for both of you if you keep quiet about this.
I don't know, Dutong. I could really use the silver, but Mother Quan is such a nice old lady,
Wow.
I'm just not sure what to do.
Crumbling immediately. Yeah, you disgust me, Dutong. We won't sell Mother Quan out like this.
Right, of course. What was I thinking? Old Mother Quan's a good woman. She deserves to have her tea house back.
Leveling tip, I'd recommend focusing on 2 attributes. Yeah, I've been focusing on... I think body has been my dump stat. But...
That's the smartest thing you've said since I hired you. Let's go.
Well done.
I've been putting some points in it sometimes, but yeah, mostly focusing on spirit and mind. Is the other one, I think?
I knew you would make the right choice. We share the same master, and he taught us both well.
Will a player ever make decisions if NPCs have a backbone? Yeah. It is tricky to kind of balance that out when it comes to designing RPGs, because it can feel very artificial in that way.
Again, dearie. I hope you're having a nice time.
Oh, you've already heard. Okay. Oh, wait, no. No.
Master
I misinterpreted.
Dutong's house.
It's yours again.
A forgery. Are you certain?
Dutong confessed the tea house is yours again.
That scoundrel. No wonder wonder he left here so fast. Cheating an old woman out of her hard-earned living. The very nerve. People, listen to me. Master Dutong has left. For good. And thanks to this brave young man here, the tea house is mine again.
Hooray for Mother Quan! Her tea house is back in business!
You've given me back the only thing I ever cared about. And you've done a service for this town, too. I'm going to turn this place back into a respectable quality tea house.
It was nothing. I was glad to help.
I don't have much. The only reward I can offer is my humble thanks. That and a promise that you will always be welcome here at Old Mother Quan's.
Nice. Okay, what else? Right, okay. Maybe I can talk to them and see if I'm high enough. Okay, Master Shang, Ruins, Baker. Okay. I think if RPGs did give NPCs backbones, it would result in a lot of arguing and murder, which is fine, but would have some issues. Yeah, it would be. The less an RPG is designed to for the player's convenience, the tougher it is, and the harder of a sell it would be.
Oh, this is bad. River dried up, pirates everywhere.
Yeah, I didn't finish the wife quest. I assume that's Minister Shang.
Get on with your day, youngster. We're just passing time.
Oh, okay.
Pretty.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such insolence.
Koni Onuyu Tashika will Fonil Sataraponi?
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
Okay, so David, does this game run easily these days, or is it one of those ones where you need the GOG version, fan patch, edit files, or conduct some sort of arcane ritual to get it going? Somewhat. So I have it on the EA app because back when EA was giving away free games, this was one of them, and I snagged it then. And this one runs pretty well. I think the Steam one runs the worst. Just today, I did have an issue with it running really choppily because I hadn't restarted my computer recently enough, I guess, and so I had to download just like a small fan patch thing for it. But and then in order to get this to stream, I had to download I didn't have to download. I had to edit game files to make it windowed. But aside from the restarting thing, and aside from, if you're not streaming it, then that bit doesn't matter. I think the EA version runs fine, and I believe the GOG version is about the same. But the Steam version, I think, has some issues. Want to say your microphone's really good? Good. Yeah, I definitely fixed it since the first couple streams by just changing the configuration. I suppose I could Google it instead of bothering YouTubers with tech questions. That is true. But I did, it is, I guess, something I have immediate experience learning about. And, yeah, it was not too difficult to get it to run. It's just got a couple minor hiccups here and there. And I think the technical issues that it does have are things that other people have... It should be easily Googleable. Or Bingable, or what have you. Okay, nothing to sell. What have they taken? Clay figurine. Is there something I could do to help? I'll go talk to Tong for you. Perfect. Always doing it for the rewards. I don't really use Bing. Sometimes I think my it's sort of the default search engine on my work computer, so I use it for that just because it's the default and whatever, but doesn't really matter. I mean, they're all infested with AI summaries anyway. Being a collection of the indignities suffered by Minister Sheng at the hands of the backward shanty town of Tien's Landing. A hat has been soiled. A parchment was stolen from him before a speech at a community gathering. His cat was viciously threatened. A chair at his table was placed backward. His finger was slammed in a door not once but thrice. An egg was stolen at him an egg was thrown at him by an unknown assailant. His cart was stolen, filled with soiled garments, and then returned. His face was ridiculed by young children. His prized tonberry was squashed. It was suggested he performs acts of deliberate indecency upon himself. He was forced to suffer the interminable and petty gripes of the people. His hair was accused of being impermanent and false. The honor of his family was impugned. He suffered a disabling attack by a pack of bees. His reputation was maligned by brigands. Brigands! A loyal dog evacuated in the minister's shoe. He was given a gift of turtle eggs by a visiting merchant. It was suggested that he should be able to trace his lineage to a simple courtesan. He was described as smelly. He slipped in mud, no doubt placed in his path by jealous townsfolk. Sailors burned down his office. One of these is a lot more serious than the others.
It is not easy to be Minister Sheng, beset with troubles and doom, and now interrupted by some difficult stranger.
Have you tried not talking in third person like you're Dr. Doom? Because you can't pull that off like he can.
Minister Sheng simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own.
What are you minister of?
The Ministry of Harmony, which oversees taxation and execution, usually in that order. But poor Minister Sheng oversees nothing in this dying town. Nothing but failure. This backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry. The town is dying. Under my supervision.
You're doing a great job, it sounds like. AI summary is both funny and sad. They could say a lot and the sources say nothing about it. Yeah. I genuinely, because of AI summaries, I will click on links for things, like on the Google search results, from the actual websites that they pull stuff from, even if it's like just a quick thing where it's like, oh, remind me what the definition of this word is. The AI summary will give me that, but I'll click the dictionary.com page just to give it the click, just because of, I don't know. Anyway, why is the Great Dam open?
I have nary a clue. Unless, very well, you've convinced me to talk. It's dangerous to say anything, but I am a brave man. It was that horrible Inquisitor, Lim. Lim oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago, he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins. Then his men went up there and opened the Great Dam.
Nobody else seems to know about the assassins.
I didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was ghosts. A much less terrifying idea.
No.
Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though.
I mean, there are ghosts, though, so...
Minister Sheng knows better than to stick his nose in the business of the Lotus Assassins.
I just learned to glaze over the AI summary. Yeah, I need it to become more muscle memory to type -AI in every Google search, because that does at least hide it. I don't know if it prevents it from actually like generating the thing, but that's not muscle memory for me yet, and it needs to be. Anything I can do?
Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts, and close the Great Dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I have a key. I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the Great Dam closes, the ruins will flood. Various assassins and soldiers will be killed. Not good for my career. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it, the town could be saved.
Which NPC are you talking about, Knight? The really happy one that's in denial? Interesting. I'll think about this.
Think about what? I don't know what you're talking about. So, stranger, is there anything else Minister Sheng can do for you? Perhaps I could direct you to the historic ruins of our old town, which lie across the footbridge and out the west gate. Certainly a sight worth taking in. Strictly for interest's sake, of course.
Would you happen to not know anything about flyers while we're at it?
Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you.
Where can I find Rue the bosun?
Rue announced 3 days ago that he was going to close the Great Dam, but first he stopped at the tea house for a bowl of wine. As far as I know, he's still there.
Has a fleet of flyers passed by recently?
I recently saw a large fleet of flyers pass by. Minister Sheng held out hope that they had come to escort him away from this demeaning post and back to the Imperial City. But the flyers never stopped in Tien's Landing. They headed upriver towards the pirates' camp. No doubt they went there to refuel, though where they are now, I could not say.
What else?
The humiliation that a dread and mighty lord such as I should be reduced to answering the questions of simple folk.
He's like narrating his autobiography as he lives life. Curious about you.
Ah, my favorite subject. Ask, and Sheng, Imperial Minister of Harmony for this entire region, will let you bask in the glory that is me.
Doesn't this entire region just consist of this town?
Don't! Why, how dare... Yes, you are right. I am minister of this bleeding pus pool of a town. And yes, it is because I am in disfavor. Are you through? Because you haven't yet picked on my appearance or my family history. Why stop short of completely obliterating the last little bit of dignity to which Minister Sheng clings?
What does the Ministry of Harmony do?
Woe to Sheng that his sole ally is an uneducated simpleton. The Ministry of Harmony oversees taxes and executions for this entire region.
Why were you sent to Tien's Landing?
Judge Fang, the chief minister of Harmony. He didn't want me anywhere near the seat of power. He sent me here, an exile as unjust as any in the history of the Empire.
But why did he do that?
Jealousy! You see, by the rosters of the Imperial bureaucracy, I am next in line for Fang's job. It was only a matter of time until Minister Sheng ascended to his position. Fang does not think much of me, so he banished me to this remote branch of the Ministry of Harmony. Now one of his lackeys will take my rightful position as his successor.
Why are you standing here in front of a cart?
The shame. Since the Great Dam opened and the lake drained, there has been a ship trapped in port and the sailors are growing increasingly rowdy. Some of them got drunk and set fire to the Ministry of Harmony's office. That is the ruin of it over there.
Someone should do something about those sailors.
What can be done? The sailors want to leave as badly as the town wants them gone. But until the dam is closed, their ship isn't going anywhere. I'm sure Captain Ing down by the pier would offer you some sort of reward to close the Great Dam and free his ship. That is what we in the Ministry of Harmony call a hint.
Alright, goodbye.
Yes, go and leave Minister Sheng alone to ponder his troubles. Now go close the Great Dam, and I never said that.
Thanks for your help, Minister. Yeah, okay. Okay, the map does not say which exit it is, so that's a little bit annoying. Oh! What's up? What do you want? Who are you? Exactly how much are you selling your wine for? 20 silver for one bowl in advance. I mean, how else do you sell food? I'm pretty sure it's all sold in advance, except for a restaurant. So I don't know. I guess that is whatever. Are you using the mouse? I could check with the passages lead. Okay, maybe. I mean, I might be able to just mouse over it anyway. But a slave to market forces, sure, dude. What kind of help do you want? Oh, okay. Please don't help this town so I can sell them wine. Do you have a proposition or not? Okay, well. Moral choice established. I'm not going to doom this entire town. So this, I guess, is the closed fist philosophical justification for it. The town will be made stronger if it survives this crisis. What if I expose your plan? Who will they believe? A stranger new to town or a respected merchant? Well, I mean, I'm kind of a... I want no part of this. I'm kind of respected. Now that I've helped a couple people. Uh-huh. Alright. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I see Knight has been spreading slander about me again. I don't hate BioWare. This cartoon of me that you have invented is inaccurate. Mark Dare basically said a Dragon Age Origins remaster is impossible because no one is there who knows the engine, and it's basically impossible to get any remasters done since EA is structured weird. I get the EA being structured weird thing. The Dragon Age Origins code being like sort of, you know, people not knowing how to use it. I feel like that's old news. That's been known for a while, isn't it? Do you have
Always a pleasure to talk to.
Alright. Explain to me the principles of the Stone Age Immortal style.
Stone Immortal allows you to control the earth itself. It is not easy to master. To understand the earth, you must be aware of all things around you and understand that they are all connected in one way or another. That is why Stone Immortal is only taught to those who follow the way of the open palm. Our sense of harmony aids us in persuading the earth to serve as our ally.
I seek your training.
You have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but Stone Immortal is not easily taught. Return to me when you feel...
Okay.
When you feel...
Okay, still not ready. You forget the gamers are idiots, you forget, and any Dragon Age news will be used as a proxy to say BioWare bad. I never forget gamers are idiots. I can never forget. Need about 50% open palm to be taught. Okay, so what am I at now? Okay. Maybe a little bit higher. Yeah, okay.
Hey, Baker Bay.
Oh, perfect.
How are you today?
Go away! I told you I want no part of this. Tell Eiling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal. It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your face in the gutter. Hold on a sec. We've got company. You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when Eiling's boys are working.
Longsword.
When you've got a voice like that, you really don't have many career opportunities, you know what I mean? It's either be a criminal enforcer or voice act for criminal enforcers.
They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from a stranger.
Actually, Lon sent me to help you.
You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down.
She's just worried about you.
Yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I can't fault Lan for being worried about me. I've taken some serious beatings lately. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this.
So why did those thugs attack you?
Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day she sends her thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her.
So why don't you go talk to her?
She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, I'm afraid that I'll never come out. At least the beatings on the street are out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway.
Have you told any of this to Lon?
No. Lan's very emotional.
Lan.
I don't want her to get upset. At first, I didn't tell her anything at all. But I couldn't hide my bruises forever. So I told her about the beatings. But even then, I didn't mention Eiling. It's bad enough what's happening to me. I was afraid if Lan became more involved, Eiling might hurt her too.
I get the feeling you're not telling me something.
I'm being completely honest, I swear. I know how this looks. You must think I've done something to deserve this, but I have no idea why Eiling is after me.
Maybe I could talk to Eiling for you.
Thank you so much. Eiling and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace.
Yeah, I just can't with gamers. It takes a special someone to be so willfully ignorant on topics you could simply look up, but no, it's somehow good that Obsidian is laid off because they made 8 out of 10 games. Yeah, it is so frustrating how, especially because so I feel like me caring about video games as an art form and how they're made and all of that, and seeing the video game industry be what it is is a major reason of why I lean left or I mean more than lean left politically. And yet the quote unquote gamer demographic is like hard right, because all the problems, like the game industry is like every bad thing about capitalism as an economic system wrapped up in one. And then it's like, oh, well, the problem is that women are involved. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Okay, no updates from you guys, I don't think.
I've said enough for the time being. The events that...
And yeah, I mean, the fact that, like... And the fact that people just don't know how things... like are like proudly ignorant of how things are even made. I mean, I'm thinking about, this isn't games, but the whole thing about the whole like, oh, Christopher Nolan only cast the Odyssey to like qualify for Oscar diversity requirements, when the Oscar diversity requirements are so loose that you could have a movie exclusively like starring and made by straight white men, and as long as it is part of a studio that has, is part of a big studio, it will still qualify, because all big studios will have diverse enough marketing teams and fellowships. So,
This here's a private.
I need to speak to Eiling about Bay.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
No, that's an easy way to get in.
They'll unlock the door for you.
I'm more surprised by the people who act like Obsidian being made to work on a fellow game is some sort of victory. All their original IPs are ambiguously dead. Ambiguously, but I mean, definitely on ice for a bit. And yeah, it's not a victory. I was so mad the other day because I just see so many gamers going, I don't care about games as art, and I'm like, brother, you are the problem. You'll be happy with AI slop as long as it's quote unquote good. Yeah, yes. That is, I completely agree with that. Like, there are people... I don't know if I want to specifically, like, invoke the ire of other fan bases by naming names, but, like, some of the people who, like, make... or, I guess, probably all, but, like, the ones I'm thinking of specifically, like, people who make, you know, like, anti-woke gaming content very obviously don't give a shit about the artistry of games at all. It's just like, oh yeah, I want only one type of game forever. And like any variation. Outer Worlds 2 is very recent, right? Yeah, I think it came out this year or late last year. No, it was late last year.
Didn't you? You'd think after all the beatings I gave them over the years, they'd be used to losing. But they're still taking it pretty hard. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them.
Why are you picking on Bay?
Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me.
He promised to marry you.
I know what you're thinking. Why would Bay want to marry someone like me?
No, I get it.
I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house, kids too.
Is this one of the people that we can set up with that other guy?
He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to.
I need to look into this some more.
Yeah, you do that. Go tell Lon what kind of man Bay really is. See how she likes it when she finds out her perfect fiancé proposed to another woman.
Okay, cannot be opened at this time. Ah, Okay, interesting. It's an interesting gem. Cool. All right. Question is actually about finding her husband, not the other way around. Yeah, so we can pair her up with yeah, Big Tien, right? That's his name. Knight's saying that's his name. You know for a fact they would complain if they got their wish. If they got the same game over and over again, they complain about it with Ubisoft and COD. They don't actually want the same game over and over again. They just want novelty until it's expired. Well, some people, I mean, yeah, I think that is true. But in terms of what some people advocate for, it's literally just like remember back when every single game was Call of Duty? That was such a better time because you didn't get any other kind of game. It's like what?
Hello again, Honorable.
Ailing says you promised to marry her.
What? That's preposterous. She's lying. Lan's the only woman I ever proposed to. I don't know why Ailing would say something like that. If Lan heard these lies, well, I don't know what she'd do. Please see if you can get this straightened out with Ailing before these rumors get back to my fiancée.
I'm still looking into it.
I understand. I hope this gets settled before my next scheduled beating. I'm not sure how much more I can take.
These docks remind me of the fishermen in Two Rivers. A shame we will never see them again.
Darting links.
Hello there, stranger. I haven't spotted you around Tien's Landing before. You've come at a bad time, what with the dam being open and all. Regardless, it's good to meet you. I'm Darting Links,
Acrobat,
the acrobat.
okay.
Unfortunately, I'm not putting any shows on in Tien's Landing, if that's why you're here.
For those people, it was okay because they don't care about it. Some gamers are just happy with one kind of game, and that's fine for them. Let them be, but games should never be dominated by one type of game. Yeah, it is fine if you have a limited taste, but to impose your limited... Like I guess, I don't know, that might be a condescending way to phrase it, but like it is fine. It is fine to have a narrow set of things that you like and are interested in. That is fine, but to impose that onto everybody else is ridiculous. My view on a lot of those more is that hate is a drug and some people like being addicts. Yeah, that is very true. I think there's literally scientific research that, like, hating on stuff can be addictive.
You know, feats of balance and precision, delicate routines to shock and amaze. Whatever brings some silver, really. I travel around the countryside putting on acts and sometimes teaching people a few tricks. Hey, now that I think of it, you're a warrior, right? I may not be putting on any shows here, but I could teach you a few techniques to improve your balance and speed if you're interested.
Yeah, sure.
I'd be happy to. I'll be leaving Tien's Landing someday soon, and silver always helps the trip go smoother. Let's see what I can teach you.
The end goal is being upset, and they will find something to be outraged about. Yeah. And that's also why I've considered doing sort of videos kind of going after that stuff, but I feel like if I start doing that, then that would trap me in that. So, all right, well, let's splurge on this. All right.
Stop right there. I gave you 2 extra duty. Get back to that galley and start cleaning.
I wonder what kind of decision leads someone to decide that that's the kind of facial hair they want to have. Like, that's not even mutton chops, that's...
I will discover a way to free this ship. Until then, you'd better follow orders.
I've had enough of you and your orders.
Now get back in that ship. I'm your captain, understand?
You're still the captain, for now. But if you don't get us out of this town soon, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. Then we'll see what's what.
Like, I don't think I'm that good in this, but I just can't fathom how they aren't able to see it's okay that other games exist. It doesn't threaten them. It is a bit trapping doing those videos. I have done them, and it does feel draining because you'll be basically saying the same few things over and over again to an audience who cares not. And yeah, and that it is sort of, you know, throwing your head against a wall sort of thing. I feel like the nature of video games being very long-lasting interactive things, people get way more tied up in the my games equals my personality than with movies. Perhaps. I mean, I definitely... I think it is true that that level of... that longevity can form a longer-lasting connection. But, you know, there are some games... A lot of games are not as long as TV shows. But I do think that I think longevity and then also the interactivity probably does increase that. For most people with facial hair, they can grow is not a matter of choice. That is true, but I think when you depending on that, you know, maybe it's better to just shave. Echo Maddie can't pull off mutton chops. Listen, I rocked mutton chops during COVID quarantines.
If you've come to complain
I think I rocked it,
don't
so.
want to hear it. When Minister Sheng gets the Great Dam closed, we'll be happy to leave. Until then, we're stuck here.
Your men don't respect you very much, do they?
They're good men, but we're all a bit mad right now. The Great Dam is open and the lake that feeds into the river is gone. My ship is stranded here like a lame water buffalo. We're sailors. We don't belong on land. If we could just get our ship back on the water, everything would be fine. But that won't happen until someone finds a way to close the dam.
If the river is too low and fast, why don't you go close the dam?
If I leave the ship, my men will have Tien's landing in flames. The locals think the dam is haunted, and Minister Sheng can't find anyone brave enough to risk closing it.
No pick, no proof. Show us the button chops, you coward. You know what? If I ever decide to do a face reveal, which at this point I have zero intention of doing, I will include a mutton chops picture among it. So, I'll close the dam for you.
The moment I saw you, I knew you were the fearless sort. I hoped you would.
So in this situation that I currently have no intention of actually having happen.
I'm not a rich man, but my reputation, my ship, and my men are worth everything I can give. Close the dam and free us, and I'll give you all the silver I have.
How do I get to the dam?
You won't get too far if you don't speak to Minister Sheng first. The dam is located in the ruins, but a pair of massive gates blocks the way. Only Sheng has the key.
I'll be back once the dam is closed and the river is not so low and fast.
Good luck. I'm not used to needing help from others. It's hard for me to say this, but thank you.
Also, coward. I will freely admit that a big part of me not wanting to do a face reveal is what you could call cowardice.
Finally! Someone stronger than these cowed peasants. This town disgusts me. I am Scholar Six Heavens, and I need someone who possesses great strength and skill. What I do not need, however, is someone who walks the way of the open palm. I can read in every movement that you would protect the weak and call the poor.
Does this guy have like the open palm virgin walk versus the closed fist Chad stride? You're saying, I don't need this. Solve your own problem. I'll give you a closed fist answer.
Amusing. You encourage me to solve my own problems. That is exactly the attitude I need to aid me in my project. If you make your actions match your words, I will reconsider. If I can see by your actions that you understand the way of the closed fist, I promise to make it worth your while. Otherwise, I will not waste any more time with you.
Okay.
What do you want? Can't you see we're busy drinking here? Gotta wash away our sorrows.
Sorrows? What do you mean?
It's no fun.
I know what they mean. I already know what they mean.
We don't know nobody. We ain't seen our families in months, and now we're stuck here. That'd drive anyone to drink.
You stole a figurine from Merchant Chung.
Figurine? You mean that clay statue? Pretty little thing. I just borrowed it for a while. I didn't steal it.
Maybe you should give it back now.
But I like it. My ma used to have lots of little figurines like that. I ain't seen her in a long time. This helps remind me of her.
Your mother wouldn't like you taking someone else's things.
Oh, geez, now you got me feeling all guilty about my ma.
Yep.
Here, take the figurine. I didn't mean to cause no trouble. I just missed my ma is all.
Hey, it's okay. Don't cry.
I ain't crying. I just got something in my eye. I gotta go back to the boat now. Come on, boys, let's go.
All right. If you want to min-max this, you could do closed fist and then switch to open palm later because you can return to this place later and finish the master's quest then. I mean, I'm not gonna... Well, for one thing, it's probably a little too late to get enough closed fist to do that guy's quest, but also I don't want to switch back and forth. I mean, that's what I did my last playthrough, and it messed up my I think it messed up my ability to... Oh, Merchant Zhang. I think it messed up my full appreciation of the game by just sort of jolting between them. I really wish there were more Eastern developers doing Eastern-history-inspired games. I remember Mark Darris saying he basically wouldn't agree to make Jade Empire today as Canadian devs. Yeah, and I think we discussed this in the first stream. I think Knight, you said that there were some talks about a Chinese studio handling a sequel. I mean, there are, though, but I guess, I mean, because like, you know, Black Myth Wukong was a, you know, huge thing that was a Chinese studio making like the sort of quintessential myth of Chinese culture, right? I have a figurine here. But yeah, I think there definitely is a degree of there's definitely a degree of authenticity where like I don't know to what extent Jade Empire fails that test because that's is not my background. But there I think that I would not be surprised if it does, I guess, is my point. Actually, what stuff do you have for... Oh, okay. I guess he would have just told me that the dam's closed. And so he doesn't have things to sell yet. It is a bit cowardly to refuse to take inspiration from foreign cultures, especially since on those grounds I could argue that Americans couldn't make European-inspired fantasy. That is true, but there's definitely a difference between taking inspiration and like full-on like doing a version of it. But also, I think there's an extent to which, like, in a vacuum, it's not a problem, but in the current context of who gets opportunities historically and who doesn't, you know, it becomes more of like an issue, I guess. The Eastern Bloc enters the chat. You say you want East development, comrade. Yeah, I mean, I personally don't think it's a problem with. I don't think it's a problem to take inspiration from cultures that aren't your own, as long as you're respectful about it. And the problems more come from like in a system where there are sort of imposed limited resources to go around for certain projects. It definitely does not feel good to like if in a scenario where it's like, here are some Chinese developers who would want to make a game inspired by China. They don't get funding. Here are some Canadian developers who want to make a game inspired by China. They do get funding. So arguably it is more like a lot of the criticism, at least as I understand it, as long as it is being respectful, the instances in which problems can still happen is more due to surrounding industry and context than the specific artistic value of an individual work of art. When is it not a version and inspired by culture? Instead, is Deadfire good at basing Juana on Polynesian culture because Juana aren't human? That does give a degree of distance there. You know, having fantasy counterpart does give a bit more wiggle room, but I mean, if there are Polynesian criticisms of Deadfire's execution of those ideas, I haven't seen them. Because I mean, I do, from what I remember, Juana culture is not trying to be directly allegorical for anything, which gives it more room. But I mean, I'm not an authority on this, on like the broader subject. My own opinions on this may not be, I don't know, whatever. Like, I do agree with you, Roback, that it is there is a line there, and that being absolutist about it is not productive. But I don't know. I don't want to step too far further into this conversation, just because I don't have the best frame of reference for a lot of the stuff. Explain to me why there are so many Slavic people who play BioWare and Obsidian games. I don't know.
Did you find Bay? Were you able to stop the thugs from hurting him?
What makes this a bit different as well is that these are fantasy games and not set in the real world. It is a bit different when you have fantasy China and real China. Yeah, probably. And yeah, I mean, and this game is like, you know, meant to be inspired by China, but the conlang is not, like, they do a conlang that isn't Chinese. So all right, should I thugs work for a woman who's interested in Bay?
A woman? What is her interest in my fiance? Do you know who she is? You have to talk to her. Tell her to leave him alone. He's mine. Make her leave him alone.
I spoke to her.
You did? What? What did she say?
There are a few things I better look into first.
Of course. I don't mean to sound ungrateful.
I don't know. Maybe it's better to mediate, to go to Bay, or not Bay, to Ailing, and be like, I'll bring him over here and you can talk it out. And then I can try to persuasion check. Just an issue I have with European nation XPs like Orlais not getting the same levels of scrutiny as non-European nations. That's fair. It does. Once again, I think it comes down to broader history and broader social context, rather than specifically the art, in like the specific art in question. Just because I think there is a greater history of negative stereotypes directly causing harm, of, like, you know, like Native American culture or what have you, that does not exist in the same degree in like Western culture with other Western nations. And so it is another thing where it's like kind of unfair to the art in question, but
Back again? Can't leave a girl alone, can you? Well, what do you want?
let's bring Bay here. Maybe we can work something out.
Yeah, okay. If he has the guts to come here and face me, I'll talk to him. But I'm not going to let him weasel out of his promise.
Well, I'll go get him right now. I think we need to mediate.
Lan.
Oh, Lan's here too.
I figure we better get all the secrets out, Bay. If Lan's going to marry you, she should know what kind of man you really are.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about?
Ailing claims Bay promised to marry her.
What? Bay, how could you?
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Don't pretend like you don't remember, Bay. It was summer and we were sitting on a little raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shun had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and said, I think you're pretty, Ailing. And someday when we're grown up, I'll marry you.
What? But that was years ago. We were kids. We were only 6 years old. You can't hold me to that.
Seems like you're being unreasonable, Ailing.
Kids say all kinds of things, Ailing. Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. But that same day you gave me the frog back. You said you'd never, ever, ever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, Bay. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked. You promised to marry me, and you're going to keep that.
What's going on with her eyes? God. What an option. Wait, Ailing, you said you'd never you said you'd never make Bae unhappy.
Well, yes, I did say that. But that was when we were still friends. Now he pretends like he doesn't even know me. He's changed.
You changed too.
Yes, but... well... you're right. I know you're right. Bae's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bae is yours.
If I had more, I would gladly give it to you. But my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have.
Why am I getting the dowry?
Take it with my thanks.
Keep your dowry, Lan.
After all you've done for us, now you are letting Lan keep her dowry as well? Your generosity knows no bounds. I'm overwhelmed.
You've done so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name our first child after you to honor your memory.
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry, Bae. I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I just snapped.
It's okay, Eileen. I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bae. Let's go.
Oh.
I hope things work out for Bae and Lon. After everything I put them through, they deserve it. I don't know what came over me. It's just... Bae was my last chance to have a family. My only chance to find a husband. When I heard he was engaged, I realized I'd never get out of this life I've created.
You could still find a husband.
What respectable man would ever want to marry a girl like me? Even the lummoxes in my gang would only do it because they're afraid of me. This town is short on eligible bachelors as it is. I mean, there are a few guys out there I know of, but none of them would be interested in me. I have a reputation around town, and having my boys beat up Bae didn't help any. Any half-decent man would probably run if they saw me coming.
Maybe I can help you find a husband.
You really think you can pull this off? Tell you what, you find me a decent husband, and I'll make it worth your while. My, business ventures have been very profitable. But don't think I'm desperate enough to settle for just anyone. I've got my standards. And I'd have to meet him first, of course.
Bioware so evil we can't marry her? Well, yeah, what if, you seem to have gotten over Bae pretty quickly.
The only reason I was interested in Bae was because I figured he was my only chance of ever finding a husband. And I knew he was a decent guy. It's not like he was the love of my life or anything. He just seemed like a logical choice. There's not a lot of options in this town.
I'll marry you.
Don't make me laugh. I'm looking to start a family and live a nice, quiet life. Somehow I don't see that kind of domestic tranquility in your near future. You've got that wandering hero look, and I'm not interested in a husband who's going to be out traveling the Empire or saving the world.
Tell me about the town's bachelors.
Let's see. There's Rue the bosun, but he's nothing but a drunk. My boys have had more than a few run-ins with him over the years. He's definitely out. Schumann the craftsman is single. I don't know him that well, but he seems like a good man. He has a home in the southwest corner of the town. And then there's Yaru. He used to be a sailor traveling the Empire, but now he's looking to settle down. He might be a good catch. Spends most of his time in the tea house.
Anyone else?
Not living in town, and Tien's Landing doesn't get a lot of visitors. But if you find someone looking for a wife, bring him by.
I think I did find someone looking for a wife. Let's go. Let's find him.
Yeah, right. The pickings in Tien's Landing are mighty slim for a girl like me. But if you find someone, just bring him back so I can meet him. And, well, good luck.
She sounds like a good candidate for Love Is Blind. That's true, Buttery Toast. We should we should contact what is it, Netflix that runs that? All right. Well, now that I have kicked your vase open and stolen your gem, I will find you a husband. Consider that my finder's fee. Yeah, this is Big Tien's moment. Where is he? Oh, wait, am I... Alright, I want my mind up so that I can use the gun. Wait, did I already... Okay, I did. I can just read it again. Alright, where are you? Where are you, bud? Around the... He's just around the corner, right? No, there he is. Guess who was waiting right outside your door?
Hello again. I ain't had much luck finding myself a wife yet, but I'll keep trying. Big Tien's old father didn't raise himself no quitter.
I know a woman who is looking for a husband.
You do? That's great. Is she pretty? Is she a nice, simple gal?
Uh-oh, he wants a
Who'll help me
trad
out on the
wife.
farm and keep me warm at night?
I don't know, we'd have to ask her.
Well, let's go meet her. You better lead the way, 'cause I don't know where we're going.
For the first guy I bring back.
You sure are pretty. And you got a real nice club here for you and your friends. My name's Tien, but everyone calls me Big Tien because I'm so big.
Big! Yes, I can see that. Well, Big Tien, my name's Eiling. I haven't seen you around town before. I'd remember someone like you.
Eiling wants to be a trader, so there shouldn't be a problem. I guess that is true. She does want to give up the, she does want to give up her crime ring. I don't know, there's a difference, there is a difference between I want to get out of this life of crime and I want to...
You aren't really the sharpest knife in the rack, are you, Tien?
And I want to drink raw milk. I'll say he's one of the better options because the rest will literally flee because they don't like how intense she is. Tien has this energy of just being a lovable dumbass. He's a simple man, but a good man.
Hey, that's what my old father always says about me. He also says the key to farming is hard work and happy thoughts.
A farm, eh? I've spent my whole life living in the town. I'm not sure I want to leave Tien's Landing.
Let's see here. Let's see if
Gang?
Oh, okay.
What
Uh-oh.
are you?
Uh-oh.
Hey, this ain't no club. You guys are thugs. I ain't looking for a wife who's a thug.
You don't remember what your highest persuasion skill is? Well, I was looking for... I was considering the text of the options as well.
Huh. That didn't go well, did it? Look, if
You know what? Wait, do I have to... Okay, I might have to do this again. I might have to do the whole conversation again. Alright, whatever, that's fine. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I won't do this to Big Tien. Alright. And then where's... Here we go. Yeah, main reason why I told you to focus on 2 attributes so you don't fail some of the persuasion checks going forward. Yeah, I will pay more attention to that. I was looking at the, I was paying more attention to the actual text of the options. Oh, okay, the gems are randomized. Okay. Yeah, so... There we go. Okay, yeah, so intuition, charm is my lowest. Alright. I will remember that. See, I chose charm because I did want to have Big Tien join the gang. I wasn't paying as much attention to the actual like stats. Game unfortunately doesn't encourage thoughtful dialogue choices. Yeah. I guess in that sense, but that's far from exclusive to this game, you know. The power of the gnome hat can't help you here. No, I guess not. See, if only the gnome hat were an NFT, and then I could take it from one game to the next, because that's definitely how that would work.
Wow. Yeah, I ain't never been to the big city before.
You are... I can't argue with that. And I'm the kind of woman who doesn't mind getting her hands dirty with a little hard work.
That's good, 'cause sometimes you get real dirty out on the farm. Especially when it rains.
I guess it is for the best for the town to have her leave and not continue running a criminal organization. I'll leave you two alone.
You lived up to your part of the bargain and brought me a decent prospect, so I'll live up to mine. Here's the silver I promised you.
Woo-wee! Where'd a young gal like you get all that silver?
Tien, there's a lot I have to tell you.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Okay. Alright, do I have enough?
You have some under... Return...
Okay. Was the aspect ratio of the dialogue scenes always this ultra wide, or is that the result of a modern widescreen patch? I've been messing with... I've been futzing with the, with the settings a little bit, for the sake of the stream, so I don't know... Yeah, like, it's on widescreen right now, and I think that might be... That might be part of it. It's on widescreen, but also I've like it's in windowed, and I've been in order to get it to look right and actually fit in OBS, I'm messing with some of the proportions for the screen. It's a little bit wonky. It's easier to work with when you don't have to consider whether you're recording or streaming it, David. So yeah. All right. I feel like the objective, be wary of a second meeting. Mission objective, be scared. Okay. But it works, nothing is distorted. Good. All right. Well,
Lord Yun has put out a call for aid. Will none of you answer? Finally, someone approaches me. I was worried that
all right. Well, it sounds like you have a quest, so.
You look like a man who is trained for combat. Would you like to put those skills to the test?
You want to test me in combat?
Not personally, no. On behalf of Lord Yun, I'm here to find a skilled warrior who can deal with a unique problem.
Sounds shady.
The Great Southern Forest, which lies north of this village, suffers from a terrible disease. Every tree within its borders sickens, and the place is infested with ghosts of all manners.
Does anyone know what causes the sickness?
If we did, would I be here? Lord Yun, my master, seeks a way to open the forest again and make it safe for travel. He is prepared to reward whoever aids him. Our men are no match for the ghosts in the forest. Perhaps you are.
Goodbye.
Go safely, and remember what I've said.
Oh, are we about to meet this guy? Yeah, pretty sure. Pretty sure Black Whirlwind's coming.
This place feels all wrong. Can't you feel it? It's like the very air is unclean.
I don't feel anything, but you look like you're about to be ill. Are you all right?
If you can't feel it, then this feeling is as magical as it is foul. We should be on our guard.
Wife bad man incoming? Oh, okay. Because I know Black Whirlwind... Oh, both of them. Okay. Wow. We're getting, Dawn is down, but luckily she's right back at full health.
We hurried down as quickly as we could, but I see you had the situation well in hand. I'm impressed. Not many people can disperse the spirits of the dead with any ease.
Not many people have my skills.
That is true enough, though those with your skills often walk with more humility.
Well, I usually do, but I felt like,
manners desert me. I am Lord Yun, owner of this land.
Oh,
and charged
okay.
by the Emperor himself
Right
to
away,
keep it safe.
meeting you.
You should turn back south to Tien's Landing. This is the safest part of the Great Southern Forest, and even it is polluted with these strange ghosts.
Perhaps there's some way I can help you.
Help me? That's certainly a kind offer, but I'm not sure that anyone... Wait a moment. You don't look like a pilgrim or one of the poor folk trying to escape Tien's Landing. Would it be out of line to inquire as to what brought you here?
I don't think you can help me, even though I just commented on how good you were at killing ghosts. I heard that you needed help opening the forest for travel again.
Even caravans employing skilled warriors have been forced to turn back.
The forest does lead to the dam, right?
I could only reach Tien's Landing by using my flyer.
Is there any chance you could fly me to the Imperial City?
It depends on how long you have to spend waiting. My flyer.
And have a good night, Knight.
For at least a month, as I knew it would take some time to set.
I'm sure you never hear jokes like that with your username.
Unless we can find a way to remove these ghosts, though, I'll be stuck here warning people away.
Oh, the dam is where we originally came from. No, someone did say that already, yeah. Seems I need your wind map to travel north.
Indeed, though you would also need a flyer with enough fuel to manage the trip. Those are in precious short supply in this area of the Empire. Then again, you seem resourceful, and I believe resourceful people find ways to get things done. Perhaps you could get something done for me. If so, I might be persuaded to foolishly risk the Lotus Assassin's wrath by making a copy of one of their precious maps.
What do you propose?
The deal is simple. Find out why my land sickens, why it is home to so many ghosts, and you will have your map.
You have a deal. I'll find out what's wrong with your land.
Two things threaten the entire length and breadth of this forest. The trees blackened with disease, and ghosts flock to this place like no other in the Empire. I suspect that these things are related, and, more importantly, that they're related to a fox called the Forest Shadow.
Why do you think the ghosts are related to this spirit?
She is a powerful being.
I vaguely remember
one my father considered the guardian of this forest.
This quest, I think.
If this place is filled with ghosts, then I suspect that it is either because of or in spite of her.
Who is the Forest Shadow?
She is a powerful spirit that has long been an ally of my family. Personally, I've had little to do with her. My father and his father before him, however, felt strongly that she should be revered. They considered her the true guardian of this forest.
What do you mean by a fox?
Just that. She is a fox spirit, and thus one of heaven's tricksters. The fox can take on the forms of men and women, and will often do so to test us. Personally, I don't think they have any right to deceive us, but my father felt that our family's good fortune came from just such a test passed long ago by an ancestor. Some sort of ancient alliance in which she was guardian of the forest, while we owned the land in the world of men.
All right, I've heard enough. What do I need to do?
I think something is wrong with the Forest Shadow, and I want you to find her and figure out what is happening. Once we know that, we'll have a clear idea of what we face.
If she's an ancient ally of yours, I'm sure she'll want to help if I can find her.
A noble sentiment, but when I look upon these trees, I'm afraid that you may have to destroy her. See what you can learn first, then we will act if it is necessary. Make your way up this ancient trail, and when you come to a fork, take the left path. That will lead you to a temple built long ago in the Forest Shadow's honor. Once there, find my hunter Spearcatch's Leaf, if he still lives. He claimed to remember some sort of ritual that my forebears used to contact the Forest Shadow. You might also want to keep an eye out for some small shrines that are scattered about the forest. Some of them are said to react to magic or charges of chi.
I need that wind map, so I have work to do.
I was beginning to think there may be no cure for this place.
All right, yeah. So this is not optional. We have to do this at some point anyway. Interesting how this area is set up with like 3 different things that you have to do in order to leave. Because it's the wind map, and then getting the flyer from the bandits, and then also getting the gem from the dam.
This forest is so troubled. We were well sheltered in Two Rivers to not see any of this.
A quest that establishes celestial bureaucracy so the game can do nothing with them. Well, the celestial bureaucracy is related to the water dragon in some way, though, right? Oh, God. There we go. Well, that was... Those guys are strong. Whoa. That's really the king and wildflower, but it all ends up being disconnected threads that don't ever come together at all. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Maybe not plot-wise, but, it's just so... It's so funny. You just... Alright, here we are in an area full of ghosts and upset spirits. How shall I conduct myself? Time to kick open this... Time to kick open this tombstone. I am the spirit monk. I am the bridge between mortals and spirits. Let's see. There we go. All right. Be careful of backtracking the forest since the ghosts respawn immediately. All right, thanks for the warning. I bet if Jade Empire had a Mass Effect 2 stealth sequel that helped flesh out the world, we would look up at the disconnected threads and go, what cool world building? Possibly, yeah. Although it does feel to some extent like this game has the same thing as Pillars of Eternity, where the world building is sort of like so perfect for this game's story, aside from what you're, just talking about. Jesus Christ, how am I... So you're telling me to... careful backtracking, but I feel like I need to backtrack in order to, Alright. I guess I don't. I just need to do that. There we go. That guy sounds like Wes Johnson.
It's disturbing. He seems simple as well. I wonder if the horrors of this place have touched his mind.
You have come come from Tien's Landing?
Why are you wandering around with so many ghosts around? Or why are you wandering alone with so many ghosts around? Yeah, I know, I just said that.
To get around them and quiet, or they will hear you. I come from the inn, the Pilgrim's Rest. You must take a message to the town for us. Things are very bad. We starve. The ghosts cut us off from everything. But we are still up there. Tien's Landing must send people to help. Many people should come to the inn to help us. They can't let us starve.
I'm looking for a temple on the path above. Can you direct me?
The temple? No, the temple is where the ghosts are worst. It is a bad place. You should not go there. You should go to the inn.
I'll escort you to Tien's Landing. You can take the message yourself.
No, I should return to the inn. They will want to know you are coming. You should come with me. I can take the message down later, and you will be safe from the forest shadow and her ghosts.
These ghosts are the Forest Shadow's minions?
Oh, yes, they must be. She hunts us, and these ghosts hunt you, right? Isn't that the same? She's dangerous like these ghosts. We're all afraid of her.
Others I've talked to seem to think the Forest Shadow might be able to help.
That can't be right. She is dangerous. You should go to the inn to be kept safe. That's the only way.
Tell me more about the Forest Shadow.
She is a wicked fox spirit. They are tricksters, all of them. The tricks she plays kill now. You should stay away from her. She hurts us when we leave the inn.
I should keep moving. Will you be alright in this forest?
I will go back the way I came. Knowing that there are others here, I will be alright. I must go back to the inn to tell them. You should follow the path to the right, not the left. Left goes to the temple, and the Forest Shadow will kill you.
Very,
The inn is this way.
Oh, who are we? Who are we meeting? Oh, well. Yeah, rip to that guy, but I'm better, so. Celestial bureaucracy feels more like it was included since it's part of Chinese mythology, while Pillars had entire game, both world building and game side content tied to the main story's themes. Yeah, yeah, I mean that is, I've spoken about how that is what I love so much, a major part of what I love so much about Pillars, and obviously you mentioned, Roback, that you've played this like 3 times or something, so like within the last like week or two. So I will take your word that it isn't nearly comparable. I was just thinking, like, because I know so much of the world building is around like the drought and what causes it and stuff like that, the fact that the drought is the main plot of this game, and so much of the lore is built around how that happened and why and how it works. That's what I was thinking about. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to like prejudge too much. I mean, again, I have experienced this game, but it's been a little while, and I definitely didn't experience it in its best form. So there we go. Oh god, who's that? Okay. I gotta be honest, I am a bit afraid of these ghosts. Am I supposed to... Does this guy just have a lot of health? Or do I have to... Do I have to turn into a frog to kill him? Is that... Yeah, that seems like the way. Four is probably hardest of the 3 areas you could go to, so you should fear them. Well, maybe I should go back. But, What are these? I don't know. I do admire the game letting you turn into a big frog monster. Yeah, it is fun what you can do. Because I know there's the big frog, there's the golem also, and obviously there's the gun. The way the jumping step works is actually only revealed just before the final boss fight. Well, we did, I guess not in all of its detail, but we did get it to some extent from Lee's contact in the tea house. Oh boy. I sense a puzzle coming on. Oh, hello. Okay, so if I'm remembering correctly, which I'm just now getting a flash of, Black Whirlwind is at this temple, and Henpecked Who is at the inn, right? That's where we find each of these people.
How can you fight so well when all you do is drink?
It's harder to drink your watered-down swill than face those ghosts. Is everything in this damn forest missing the good parts? No, hey, that one's got all his parts, and they're even attached. Finally, a challenge.
Wait, no, that's not a... Damn him.
Spirit! Leaping tiger!
Jesus.
You're no ghost. Hell, you're barely human. No one has ever withstood the axes of the Black Whirlwind before.
Well, I almost didn't, so... I'll give him as good as he's got. Ha, your strikes are as clumsy as a drunken cow.
Drunken cows are no joke. I had to wrangle a whole herd of them once. Bloody things broke into a winery and drank till their milk was curdled. I finally rounded them up, but the farmer said the milkies were unbearable for a week after that. Milk and wine. Yeah, that's a bad mix.
I should try the rum instead. That's,
Business. Can't imagine why anyone would come here otherwise. You'll want to talk to Spearcatch's Leaf. He's Lord Yun's man. I'm just the hired mercenary.
I am so very sorry. You must accept my apologies. He is uncontrollable sometimes.
Keep your apologies. That was amazing. Spearcatch's Leaf is no warrior. He doesn't understand the thrill of victory.
You've just had the unexpected honor of defeating the Black Whirlwind, the self-styled deadliest mercenary in the Jade Empire.
would one of you please explain why I was attacked?
I thought you were a ghost. Wasn't that clear? Ha ha! And people say I'm slow.
Does this look anything like a ghost? Is he floating or missing parts or anything along those lines? No. You are an idiot. A deadly, drunken idiot.
What's wrong with being deadly or drunk? You may be a lead hunter for some lord, but I'm the deadliest mercenary in the world. You do your job and I'll do mine.
What earns a mercenary a title like Deadliest?
Tales say this man once stormed an entire fortress alone, naked and screaming his defiance into the night.
Ha! Scared the tar out of those border guards. But they botched the story. I was naked, screaming, and I was dead drunk.
Which part of your naked, drunken, screaming attack works best?
Pretty much the part you'd expect. Makes them curl up in shame if you take my meaning.
Forget about the attack. If your spear catches Leaf, we need to talk.
Yes, I'm Spearcatch's Leaf, Lord Yun's lead hunter. I learned a ritual from Lord Yun's father, and I had hoped to use it to ask the aid of the Forest Shadow.
Tell me more about this ritual.
I've set the fires and the furnaces are ready, but one of the key crystals is missing. Without it, we can't even see what these furnaces are supposed to do.
Do you have any idea where the crystal might be?
I examined the area when I realized that the crystal was gone, and I stumbled across some strange tracks that lead in the direction of the inn.
What was strange about them?
I don't know. They looked like bare human feet, but the tracks were closely spaced and bore a strange gait, as if a child made them. A deformed child.
I met a man from the inn on my way up here.
If there are still people there, then whoever took the crystal might be there as well. But just be careful.
The man was attacked and killed by the Forest Shadow.
You were there to witness it and yet survived. This is very strange indeed. If we can reach her, we can find some answers, though we will have to be careful.
Would a child be able to pry the crystal from the pedestal?
I don't think so. You'd have to be quite strong to pull the crystal loose. It doesn't make any sense to me. But then, what in this place does?
I should go to the inn and find out what I can.
Make your way there. I will stay behind to tend the furnaces. If you need more information, supplies, or even training, you know where to find me.
What supplies and training do you have available?
I have a small stock of supplies, and I have a look and tell me what you need.
Okay, that's what that was. Ooh. Okay. Alright, I'll be back. I think I actually have more appreciation for how dedicated this game is to having different styles, even if the implementation breaks down the higher difficulties. I remember the combat in this game being kind of bad, but that's probably just because I was trying to min-max the highest difficulty. Yeah, I mean, it could definitely get somewhat, like, overwhelming. Especially with, I mean, I think the part of it is that the ghosts are supposed to be, you know, invulnerable to weapons, but more vulnerable to magic. And I probably need to just, probably should, oh, okay, I have a lot of stuff to sell. Okay. Yeah, Roback, I was thinking about selling some stuff. Wait. Okay, there we go. I hadn't realized that I had so many repeats, so yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. I'll stick with that for now. I'm definitely a hoarder as far as like a lot of like RPG items are concerned. So I'll probably stick with some stuff that I'm not necessarily using, because who knows, what if I need it eventually, but alright. Oh good, more. Okay. I need to remember to save more often. There we go. Good job, Dawnstar. Oh, shit. Wait. There we go. There are a lot of these guys. Okay. Yeah, not much commentary when I'm trying not to die and I'm surrounded by ghosts. Okay, here's the end. Oh, hello there. I know you.
There's something not right. This place feels all wrong. The forest is the same, but it's stronger.
Sleeping tight.
These guys are very annoying, and I remember being annoyed by them last time too. I'm getting At least you stun lock these guys when you're doing Spirit Thief. Oh, good God. Alright, I need to just kill you and then farm chi from the other guy. There we go. Okay. Did not like that. Whoop, where'd you go? There you are.
Is there anything you need? No, I didn't have strange enemy.
Okay. Let's see. Can't wait for the guy to join the party, yeah. Oh, well, this is just a lovely inn with some lovely people.
Watched in awe as you dispatched those things. Not many of your kind can deal with ghosts as easily as you did.
It would have been easier with help.
What help could we offer to someone like you? But I'd forgotten myself. Welcome to the Pilgrim's Rest, traveler. I am the Keeper, as they call me. Tell me, did you happen to come across one of us on your way up here? We sent him not long ago to search for help.
The man you sent to bring aid from Tien's Landing was killed. You know what? No, I am gonna lie to him. Because, yeah, Roback, they are very obviously evil. The music as well.
If you saw no one, then he must have met his end. Damn.
Okay, well,
I know this is the work of
that
the
didn't...
He's taken another from us.
That didn't end up making a difference.
We had found a way to deal with the fox, but we were wrong.
Have you lost many people to the forest, Shadow?
Some. She does not attack us here at the inn. Those few we have dared send out to the forest do not return. We have tried so hard to find a way to end the fox's attacks. She must be stopped. We thought we were close, but no.
I think the assumption was players to be way more predisposed to trust the humans than the spooky fox spirit. Maybe. I also feel like this is kind of being presented, at least right now, as if both groups, like the fox spirit and also the inn, is up to no good. rather than, but like, I guess the fact that this game has a good choice versus evil choice dichotomy undermines that a bit. You know, because I think it's less like, it is being presented as if we are supposed to be suspicious of both of them and see both of them as sort of villainous. But I guess, why would you send someone alone for help?
Two people cannot move as quickly as one. This path is
Because you can't
dangerous,
express your
but who's
suspicion,
willing to brave it?
which is interesting. I do like how a lot of the dialogue choices in this game let you express suspicion of the people you're talking to, although one could argue that makes it too obvious that you're supposed to feel that way. Like with the writ that we did at the very beginning of the stream. You know, like the fact that you have the option to be suspicious of it is like, oh, okay, there is something suspicious with it. How do you plan to deal with her?
Well, that is quite the thing to ask, isn't it? Quite a thing indeed. How are we to know we could trust you? We do not trust the hunter at the temple, for instance. That is why we will not give him what he seeks. Yes, we have the missing crystal from the temple. We have kept it here safe and away from the hunter.
Why were you keeping this?
Because we could not trust anyone else to have it. One of us here in the inn overheard the hunter and the big man, who are now at the Forest Shadows temple. The hunter spoke of a ritual that would let him reach the Forest Shadow. But he's a fool. He thinks to find the fox and seek out her help. Her help! She will not help anyone, least of all us at the inn. To save the hunter from his own folly, we took the crystal before he could reach the temple.
You stole the crystal to stop the ritual from being performed?
That is it exactly. Whatever the ritual does, if it reaches the Forest Shadow, then we must take the opportunity to destroy her once and for all. He would not have taken that chance. I must know that you will use it for the right reasons. You must kill the Forest Shadow. Do so, and I will give you a half year's worth of taxes in silver.
Where would a humble innkeeper get that kind of money?
We are a long way from the Imperial City here. The tax collector's arms are only so long, you know?
I don't know, actually, because if you're remote, you know, people still have to pay you, but alright. If you have those resources, why not do this yourself?
I have silver, but money does not grant skill. Not skills like yours. We need your help.
I think it's obvious what I have to do.
You will aid us. You must.
Give me the crystal, I'll make sure she's eliminated, lie.
Very well. Consider it a deal between us. The crystal is yours, but remember our deal.
I'm sure
You should
this
go
won't
to the temple to the west.
come back to bite me.
Find a way to reach the fox and destroy her however you can. Succeed, and the silver will be yours. Now go.
Leave me to my food.
When will more come?
The forest is closed. None will come except from Tien's landing, and that path is closing.
Wow, one whole silver.
And will starve us with her trees.
There he is.
There is still food in the undercaves. We will be fine.
Okay. Oh. Looking around to see if there's any kind of... spirit replenishment. Guess not. Hello there.
Hello. Welcome to the Pilgrim's Rest, where the patron is the most important part of our business. I am Ho, your humble cook. I'm
Ho,
also
okay.
in charge of the few supplies the inn actually stocks if you have need of them. Though I am weary and worked to the bone, I'm here to help you. What can I do for you today?
Can I ask you some questions about the forest?
I don't know much about this forest at all. I was only passing through and I, stopped at this inn. Turned out to be a longer stay than I anticipated. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. However, as shopkeeper, I do have some items that you might be interested in.
You just arrived and you're already keeping shop here at the inn?
How very lucky for me. I seem to just stumble into these situations. There's not much I can tell you, to be fair. You should ask the keeper. I'm sure he'll be happy to tell you his side of things.
Woke up, wife bad, moving on. I mean, we haven't met, we haven't heard that yet, but yeah, this is the guy. Let's see, do you know anything about Forest Shadow?
I don't really go in for celestial politics, but I will say that it's awfully odd that the inn folk seem to hate her so. To hear them talk, she's practically insane with bloodlust. But everything here seems perfectly normal, wouldn't you say?
Doesn't look as though this place has had any problems.
No, it doesn't. But why then are they so scared of this Forest Shadow? Well, I've probably said enough. The Keeper has more than enough to say for both of us about the Forest Shadow. Go ask him if you have more questions.
Yeah, what you got?
I'd be happy to. In fact, if you think about it, with the ghosts filling the forest, I shouldn't have any supplies at all.
There's something very strange here. What are you hinting at?
There's nothing. It's nothing. I just thought, well, I was hoping that... would you like a bun?
If you're worried for your own safety, I can protect you.
Perhaps you could, though I'm not so sure. Go and speak to the innkeeper. Ask him about the twisted servants of the mother. See how he reacts to that. Be prepared when you speak to him. That's all I'm saying about this.
I should let you go.
Take very good care.
Okay, well... let's see. These guys aren't ghosts, so... alright. No real way to replenish my... magic. So be it.
You must join us for dinner. You would be a most welcome addition.
Half the lines are just like...
The mother? Nothing.
they're just like, hey, guess what? We're cannibals.
Nonsense when the Forest Shadow is still alive.
The cook called you twisted servants of the mother.
Did he?
I don't know why we had to rat Ho out like that. That seems... seems a little like we could have just said the phrase.
You are lucky that I sense such great strength from you. Had you dealt with those ghosts out front with less efficiency, I would tear your throat out. But please, allow me to reveal all that you wish to see. Let me show you the truth. Gaze upon our forms and bask in our glory. You should be honored to see the true strength of the cannibals.
It's them! Their corruption is what I've been feeling in this forest. They are vile.
Are you happy now that you have the answer to your prying questions? No, of course not. You wish to know more. You are drawn to our majesty.
What magic allowed you to cloak yourself so?
Intriguing, yes? Such power is hard to resist, is it not? You must understand that we are servants of a powerful demon known as the Mother, who has taught us to draw strength from human flesh. The Forest Shadow imprisoned her millennia ago, but soon she will be free. You will help us with that, or you will die.
I'm having trouble feeling threatened by a group of freaks.
Freaks. You're nothing but meat. We have made you an offer. The bargain was vast amounts of your precious silver for the life of the Forest Shadow. Now we add your life to the deal as well. The fox holds the Mother trapped within the earth of this hill, but she can hold nothing with dying paws.
What if I killed the Mother? Would that free you from this curse?
You are so very stupid. What the Mother has given us is no curse. This is power. We eat the flesh of your kind, and its energies make us strong. The Mother has beautified us in return for serving her. You should not speak of killing the Mother. It is a sacrilege that makes our blood boil with rage.
I've made my decision.
What will it be? Do you value your life, or will you play the fool?
Fool seems pretty good. You must be destroyed. There's no other answer.
You just don't understand. You will. Tear him to pieces. We will feast.
I feel like these guys have turned into Psychonauts characters. Oh, interesting. They're immune to Spirit Thief. Alright, can I do this mid-combat? Yes, I can. Cool. Oh, someone left. The fact that these guys seem immune to Spirit Thief does mean it's a tougher fight. But, and again, big sword. Big sword go swish. Yeah, alright. Oh, nice.
That was astonishing. I haven't seen such martial skills in an eatery since the last time I added ginger to my wife's hot and sour soup.
There it is.
Thank you for your great kindness in rescuing me. Now that these beasts are dead, talk to you. My name is Henpecked, and before you ask, I'm not one of those monsters. They kept me prisoner so that I could seem normal to the customers.
Pleased to meet... Wait, did you just say henpecked?
My wife is unique. To say that she is as enduring as the wall itself is to do a disservice to her persistence. I could make similar comparisons between the force of her will and the Imperial Army, but I think you have the picture.
Why don't you just leave her?
You have no idea what you're suggesting. The last I saw of her, she was in the Imperial City. I was due back more than a week ago, and if she hasn't torn the place down looking for me, I'll be surprised. That's beside the point for now. I must thank you, as I clearly owe you my life. These cannibals were getting desperate enough to cook even someone as ropey as me. The last thing I needed was to be dragged into the caves below.
What were your captors?
Well, they're cannibals. They were once men, but they were corrupted, twisted into flesh-eating abominations.
How do they disguise themselves?
The keeper, the one who met everyone, including yourself, at the door, had some skill with magic. You might have seen through the illusion in time, but most people never get the chance. They're usually taken, or worse, changed into one of them.
Why do they keep you around?
They kept me around in hopes that I would make this place seem more normal, and they needed me to help run the inn. They're none too bright, really. I resolved to try and tip off the first warrior who dared come to this place. The cannibals must be stopped.
Where do they come from?
They claimed that they were changed by a creature called the Mother in the caves below. Apparently she's an ancient demon responsible for twisting these sick creatures.
What do you know about this mother?
She is some sort of greater demon the cannibals serve. From what I overheard, the Mother was trapped in this hill before sagacious Tien forged the Jade Empire, but something has disturbed her. I don't know how or why this Mother of theirs has returned to the world, but if she can do this to men, she must be stopped.
How do they reach the caves below?
That is something I do not know. They would leave the inn and then
rat ghouls.
I wasn't in a position to ask for details.
It's there's definitely some similarity there, Buttery Toast. That's enough about the caves.
Is there anything else that I can help you with?
Why were they keeping you around? What were they planning?
They spoke often about the Mother. What they failed to realize is that the forest is polluted with ghosts. No travelers means no food, whether people think this place is normal or not. Maybe they had some plan around that, but I doubt it. They are not forward thinkers, these beasts. How it all ties together, I'm not exactly sure.
That's all I want to know about these cannibals.
You killed the cannibals up here, but there's more in the caves below. I don't know how they got in or out, or how they took prisoners down there. I do know that they were terrified of something called the Forest Shadow. I'm willing to bet that would be a good place to start. If you're planning to tackle these beasts, I want to help. In my own way, of course. I'm not much with my fists. Not anymore, anyway. But you'd be surprised what tricks an old bunmaster might know. Have you ever heard of Drunken Master style?
Of course, but I've never seen the style. On a positive note about Ho, I do like the idea of a companion who's retired and refused to actively participate in combat. Yeah, I mean it's definitely unique mechanically. And the guy, the engineer guy, is kind of like that too, right? The I don't remember his name, but yeah, the engineer guy that I think we meet in the tower with the flyers.
I was a master, top of my game, and well known in Phoenix Gate, one of the great cities in the prosperous East. My skills earned me fame, fortune, and a wife.
Even the delivery, and a wife. Can you teach me, Drunken Master?
Teaching is all I can do. As I said, fame, fortune, and a wife. I discovered fairly early on that she had opinions, most of them regarding alcohol and my regular consumption of it. I can still teach you, though. She has never expressly
My wife wanted me to stop drinking.
right now if you like to learn.
What a nag. Teach me how to use Drunken Master.
Pay attention, I don't like repeating myself. Now, when I am with you, I can throw you bottles of wine. You must pick these up in order to use Drunken Master. The effect wears off quickly, but I will make sure you don't run out of wine, as long as you keep the enemies off of me. Now, watch my technique.
Drunken Master.
Alright.
There, you got it. Your job isn't done, though. There are still more cannibals in the hill. I don't know how to get in there, though. The cannibals were dead set against that forest shadow. They didn't...
Alright, I've cleared a path through the forest. Go to Tien's Landing.
Well, it must be safer than this place.
I'll keep Dawnstar around.
I'm afraid.
How hilarious would it be if there was like a 10% chance that learning Drunken Master, you got the you couldn't hold your liquor and died bad ending? The alcoholism stat. From now on, I expect Tahoe is the only companion you choose. I mean, you know, he's just got some good points, right? Oh god, this again. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, guess I'm holding on to this. There's a challenge run to beat this game as a Drunken Master on hard. Not surprised. I feel like the joke about his wife would work if the setup was that she was some drunken Oni woman or something, like as a quasi-fake-out. That could be cool. I mean, Oni is specifically Japanese, but yeah, the, I think. But yeah, some demon. That would be interesting. Alright, I got it.
Greetings, my friend. Have you had any luck finding the crystal?
I have the missing crystal here.
You have it? Excellent. I should return and report this to Lord Yun. He will want to hear this news.
I need to know more about the ritual before you leave.
The crystal fits into the central pedestal atop these steps, unlocking the lens arms in the lower furnaces so they can direct light to the remaining furnaces.
Okay, what purposes do the other furnaces serve? Her being quote-unquote foreign could be part of the setup? Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
The other furnaces have colored crystals in them, presumably to alter the light. Lord Yun's father called this the Ritual of Seasons. A forest, he said, cares about only 2 seasons. The cooler air of winter and the blistering heat of summer are the only things it notices.
Okay.
Winter skies are crisp and blue, while the fields of
So
spring
blue and red.
The crystal fits into the central pedestal atop. The other furnaces have a forest.
All right, I can figure this out from here. I'll just get Roback to tell me the answer if I am stuck.
Summer and winter seem to be the key. Black Whirlwind will stay behind to offer whatever help he can. If anyone can control him, it's you.
I'm sure I can find a use for him.
Hey, I'm not some cheap bottle of wine to be passed around. Damn it, even wine shouldn't be passed, in my opinion.
Lord Yun paid you very well to safeguard his men, and now you're being paid to safeguard his new agent. Surely you don't mean to go back on your word.
My word isn't worth a damn thing. That said, I'm still reeling from actually losing to anyone short of an army.
I'm still reeling from your smell.
That's a good one.
I do like that he enjoys being roasted.
Seems a damn sight more interesting than rotting in this forest. Let me level with you. I don't lose fights, and I damn well didn't expect to lose one in this forest. Then you come along and beat me handily.
Now, you could be useful. Glad to have you along.
The rules are, don't touch my axes, don't touch my wine, and don't get between me and my enemies. If you can live with that, we'll get along just fine. Well, you and me and little Miss Magenta here. Maybe she can distract our foes, flush a little leg.
Okay, alright.
Would you like to see the damage these legs can inflict firsthand?
Feisty. I like that.
Be safe. The spirit's willing. I will.
Unfortunately, RPG parties do not have HR departments, so... Except for Emmerich. Emmerich Volkaren is the one. Alright, come with me now. I can use your axes.
You got it. But you can't actually use my axes. Just so we're clear, I'm the only one who touches the axes.
Alright. Whoop. Yeah, I'm glad that Black World and Ho got together after this game and had Ogren. Yeah, I was just thinking Ogren is basically the two of them mashed together. The player character's HR usually. I guess that is true, but I feel like there's Whoop. Okay, wait, so you like green though? Okay. Let's see. Okay, great. I don't know why the game is consistently glitching out with the continuous sound effects like that. Like a lot of HR people I know, player character get away with a lot of harassment. Yeah, it's certainly not ideal when the de facto HR department is hitting on the people they're working with. It's a horrible conflict of interest, but what can you expect from a small private business? Yeah, that's true. A small private dungeoneering business. Hogan was actually made to be the funny character and was described by James Zolan as their HK, while Black Whirlwind is in there and it's mostly not intentional. What do you mean, Knight? Black Whirlwind is clearly making jokes. I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe later on it'll be less... He'll be presented more seriously. This is very effective, to have the washed out cursed forest and then the incredibly colorful heaven.
Realize how much trouble you've caused me? I'll be doing paperwork on that fight of yours well into next week. For so long, it appeared you'd be one of the easy ones. Then that whole bandit attack happened, and I haven't rested since.
Who are you?
You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? I am Zin Bu, the magic abacus. I was assigned to record, tabulate, and itemize the destruction that you cause. No easy task, I might add, especially since you embarked on this wild quest to find your master.
So don't do it, it won't bother me one bit.
Ha! Again, you show your ignorance. Do you have any idea of the chaos that would be unleashed if we suddenly stopped calculating? It's ridiculous. You, for instance, Black Whirlwind, you're a nightmare. A whole department can't keep up with your antics. But imagine if they failed to record his various deeds. We would never be able to determine his eventual position on the Great Wheel. You can't just guess at it. You must have records, itemized records in triplicate signed by the overseer of carnal destruction and disorder herself.
Carnal destruction and disorder. Sounds like a very difficult job.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. You remember that little engagement with Gao the Lesser? 3,040 pages. I lost 3 assistants on that report alone.
I'm sorry if this has caused you trouble, but I do what I must.
Aha! The very reason I'm here, and not back at the celestial bureaucracy tabulating your most recent exploits. Apparently my skills are inadequate to keep up with you. I'm being relegated to a much lower role in trade and commerce. My only consolation is that I will no longer have to track your exploits. I'll be lucky if I ever attain the rank I had before you came along. But I have a plan that just
It's
might
one
get
serious
me.
side quest, then goes back to being mostly goofy.
And you're going to help
That
me.
makes sense.
Instead of trying to
I feel
find
like
your
that's true
father
for a
or
lot of
supplier wherever you
companions
go,
that are
I'm going to
jokier
provide
in
that
some
service
respect.
directly.
Yeah, carnal can just mean physical. Well, yeah, but, you know, it's not used as much to just be that, nowadays. So how does that... So I have to sell you something now?
Actually, I need you to buy from me, and occasionally sell any items you no longer need. By getting rid of the other suppliers and buyers, I can save time and be more efficient. Perhaps then I can regain some of the honor I lost through this demotion. In any case, I'll be joining with you, in a sense, to offer you items for sale and to purchase anything extra you acquire. It's a fair deal, I believe. You gain the envious ability to buy and sell at your whim, and I can prove my worth in my new role. Perhaps I will even do well enough to get promoted.
Great. I could use someone of your skill.
Well, that is a most excellent way to think about it. Simply call upon me as you would any of your followers, and I'll be there. In the meantime, I have much to do. I'm afraid my supplies are a little low at the moment, but fear not, I will acquire new items as quickly as I can. I should go and see what I can dig up for you. Don't worry, I'll be around. Just call on me if you need something. Good day.
Okay, well...
This is a part of heaven? Ha! I pictured more fountains of endless wine.
You see, he's the drinking companion. So he makes the jokes about drinking.
fonu unka. Utarawe ir, kokiti salir naur kurk wupan. Sair sunkat nukau ir uk. Wo ofno aknatinir sasi ir yawak orui.
Oh.
Leaping tiger.
Got some toads. This guy's stuck in the middle of a bigger celestial power struggle you're accidentally causing without even realizing it. Oh. There we go. Yeah, but that just never gets paid off in this game. To some extent, I think that actually works. You know, that's just like, well, I don't know. Again, I'll see how I feel with it by the end. Why are these demons attacking this place? Can't you take two companions? No, I don't think so. Because taking Black Whirlwind automatically booted Dawnstar. Why'd your mistress attack me? What do you mean by that cryptic statement? Alright, what is this place? Her piece of heaven. Alright, I'll go talk to her. When I say, like, I'll see how I feel at the end of it, I mean, like, I'll see how I feel when, like, when it's clear that it's not, like, you know, I'll see how I feel, like, when I see what this means without it. I don't know. Or what it feels like without it. Oof. Ah. Okay. Horse demon style, nice. I'm not saying it's bad necessarily that it doesn't get paid off more in this game, just that something that could get paid off in a hypothetical sequel and we'd be like, OMG, so genius. Yeah, it does feel like the sort of thing that a sequel would expand on. These demons are easier to kill than the ghosts, although I think part of that is that A, Black Whirlwind is very strong, and B, we've got the fox spirits helping us. I don't know. No, these guys also are... Ugh, okay, so... I feel like I had like two different trains of thought that were trying to compete with each other and they just crashed into each other instead. Thought gore everywhere. Aura of Calm. Yeah, I'll do this.
You should ready yourself, mistress. I do not trust them.
At least we're even. I tend not to trust people or spirits who ambush me.
Mind your tongue, human. A friend who reeks of those beasts at the inn.
I reek of them because I'm covered in their gore. I'm not their allies, dude. Why did you attack me in the forest? So that wasn't you? The man at the bridge was one of the cannibals. Were you trying to warn me? It made you unsure. Your mind was uncertain and thus sharper. Your search for answers revealed the cannibals to you. Right, but you could have... You could have made me think that you were evil and the cannibals were right, if not for the fact that they were obviously evil. I don't know. This seems like a dumb plan on your part. Alright, bye again, Knight. I will trust that you are actually gone when the stream is over if you have not returned, but we will see. Thanks for joining and then rejoining. Okay. Revenge, anger, confusion, compassion. Whatever your motivation, you cannot help but chase me down. Yeah, but maybe you... Why risk revenge and anger? How could you be so certain I'd come here? Also, why is my face suddenly in so much more of a close-up than in other conversations? Well, I guess it's funny. This just spells out the entire purpose of this part of the game and how it ties in with everything else. The water dragon is missing. Your world fills with the spirits of the dead, but this force is illustrated what that really means. Now we see the bad end. Is this the first hint? Yeah, I've been having visions of a spirit in blue. Could that be her? This is the first time... Yeah, this form of celestial dragon could be intimidating. Up.
Even here, so weak. The waters cannot bleed forever. Nothing is without end. Not even this world. Not when my power rests in the hands of mortals.
I know you, spirit. You have been named.
Names are fleeting. Given so your kind can point and say, that is mine. All words, names, history, dreams, they die on your lips. What remains after that is beyond you, or is meant to be. Not everything can be owned, not without price. You will pay a debt earned by another. I lack the strength to help you. You cannot avoid your fate. When someone steps beyond their station, others must fall to fill the gap.
Someone has challenged the gods, challenged you.
He challenges the order. He pushes above while you are where you should be, where you must be. If you fail in your destiny, your true enemy falls with you. And if he falls, so do we all. You must win. But in doing so, you will lose. It is a painful circle that must be allowed to close. You do not truly have a choice until you confront what comes after. You will be free to act, but there is a cost.
Can you explain anything the water dragon said? She speaks in riddles. Oh, you couldn't even see her. Why couldn't you just destroy the mother yourself?
That beast should never have woken up.
You seem awfully calm about what could be your impending death. I've made my decision. The mother must be destroyed. How can I find her? What will I face there? Where's the entrance? That's all I need to know. I'll make my way to the intermediate. Well, I want to ask some more about you in this forest. Tell me the history about your struggle with the mother. I have to assume Forest Shadow has no sense of self-preservation every time she suggests you could kill her. Maybe, or it's arrogance, or just sort of fatalism. Probably is meant to be more just kind of like serene fatalism. That's the way it comes across most. Probably why I used to kill her more often than not. Even when I slew the cannibals, I killed her first. Human supremacy. Must try to corrupt. How do you become involved? How the mother first tried to corrupt the forest. How do you eventually trap her? Were any of the kings actually planning such a thing? What happened to the forest? Let's move on to something else. I should go deal with the inn. I will walk. I'm assuming there's... yeah. It feels to me like that's possibly Closed Fist. What she did, maybe. Which is, again, I think it's interesting how there are good examples of the complexity of what the open palm closed fist philosophy can mean and the different ways it can be interpreted, but your character can't really express them. The world is a place of order. When order is not enforced, chaos reigns. Chaos is the natural state of the world. The order that currently exists is the result of the power of the great dragon. Out of this streaming chaos, the great dragon created the world, perfect in every way. But nature, the forces of the universe, demand balance. For every bit of order, there must be corresponding chaos. That first world, that perfect world, was pure order. It could not last. The perfect order choked life and did not allow growth, and so chaos was allowed back into the world. More of those we can find, I think, is probably good keys into the philosophies at play. And what the game is trying to present. Come on. Oh, God. Well, my hubris. Oh, great. Okay. I just wanted extra XP. I feel like there might be some kind of knowledge that can come from this conversation. Maybe? I actually don't know. I don't remember. Alright, let's move on to something else. Let's go deal with the inn. I will walk. Okay. Alright, now send me back. Okay. Alright. That's just short diversion. Diversion, repetition, what have you. Alright, I figure finish this and then call it. Unless this is an especially long dungeon. Or, you know, equivalent to a dungeon. One of the possible issues with having player characters express nuanced philosophical positions is that it can be hard to consistently provide options fitting all approaches, and writing good-evil dichotomy is easier. I mean, it certainly is easier, yeah. I think that, I mean, you certainly do have other... Wait, is it... Oh no, is it here? Ultimate Scholar. Oh, here we go. There it is. It's up here. There's also a matter of how do you mechanically portray a player's adherence to worldview. Yeah, I guess it makes the most sense to do that sort of thing when you have a stronger predefined character. Because, you know, a disco likes to do that, do both of those things.
But at least there's a good chance for a fight.
Where it's like...
Change will take you. Soon you will be one of us.
Oh, hey.
So hungry.
I know you.
What? Who are you?
I'm the one who will stop this sickness from... Yeah, I mean, I want to save that guy, so...
You are weak and impure. You cannot stop the mother or her people. Die now.
Maybe want to take that line delivery again. But yeah, I feel like with Disco Likes, because they so far all have very predefined characters, that gives a bit stronger guidance where it's like, oh, here's the character's interpretation of their various philosophies, and it can feel like it is sort of characterizing the main character rather than like kind of like this game just feeling a little bit like it's just oversimplifying when it comes to choices. Because all of what, you know, in Disco Elysium, the kind of political philosophies you can express in that game are deliberately warped, and they are warped through the mind of the main character.
They're changing us.
There has to be some way to help you.
They're capturing people, changing some and eating the rest. By the spirits, you have to help me.
How do I help you?
There's no way to stop. I don't want to turn. Kill me.
I won't kill you, not like this.
I can't. No.
Well, I guess I'm doing it anyway. Definitely some graphical limitations for that transformation there, I think. I thought that was supposed to be the same guy we got the statue from, but probably not.
Kill the filthy thin blood, my pretty.
Oh. Yeah, this game does just reuse character models. That's a very distinctive one, though, and it's like so close, sort of, you know, geographically to where that other guy was. But I don't know. I mean, you know, I know from experience that game development like that, you know, where you have limited character models and stuff, you know, you have to compromise. It just happens. Hello, Biggest Kekis. Do you have a favorite BioWare game? At this point, Dragon Age Origins, I think, is my favorite. There's definitely things about other games that I like more sort of individually, but as a whole package, Dragon Age Origins is his favorite BioWare game is BG3 by far. I mean, certainly as far as games go that sort of are doing BioWare-esque things that aren't BioWare. And I do like, you know, Baldur's Gate's mechanics a little bit better. He said, and I quote, BioWare sucks and everything they have ever made sucks, but BG3 is the least bad. Nick, I feel like you and Knight have teamed up to try to caricature me into the world's biggest BioWare hater. And I don't know what I did to deserve this beyond be correct about BioWare games being good but having flaws. Except Sonic, right? Yes, Seagloom, yes. The only good BioWare game is Sonic Chronicles. I'm changing my answer. Thank you for reminding me. He said it, yeah. Yeah, clip it. Clip it, ship it. Fucking whatever. I do have Sonic Chronicles. I mean, I don't know if my old DS even still works, but I do have Sonic Chronicles, and I never made it very far because I think the one of the tutorial fights, just like the touchscreen wasn't working, and I couldn't do like the combo stuff that you kind of need to do in order to be at all effective in that game. Oh, right now these guys are immune to Spirit Thief.
It's too late to... You left more destruction and shattered lives behind you than my wife shopping for a new hat.
Okay.
I'm clearly going crazy, but I wanted to be here. This thing, mother, whatever, it has to be destroyed. Well, there's no turning back now. Who knows how many more cannibals are down there? When you're ready, let's finish this mother off.
Sorry.
This should be fun. If there's enough of the little guys down there, this could be better than the time I stormed the Fortress of Seven Gates by myself.
Okay.
Thank you again for rescuing me from...
What do you think about our current situation?
It would seem we have our work cut out for us, but as my darling wife likes to say, when things are tough, Quit your whining and get to work.
Oh my god.
I can almost hear her screaming at me now. If ever you find a cure for bad memories, please let me know.
Tell me about your life before you were captured. Tell me more about your wife. Actually, before that, biggest kick as I watched my older brother play Dragon Age Origins, decided to trap myself. I was 10 years old at the time, so definitely a bad idea. Yeah, they're definitely not a game for 10-year-olds, both story-wise and mechanically.
As I mentioned, I am but a simple bun master, with a dear wife who has turned my life into a miserable cesspool devoid of humor and excitement. Bless her soul. My wife ensures that I work very hard every day to become the best bun master in the Imperial City, perhaps the best in all the Empire. Though I was one of the most respected fighters in the Empire before I met my precious bride, she made sure that I became something more, or less.
Just divorce her and get it over with. Why doesn't she like you fighting?
As I mentioned before, my style requires that I drink. She detests drinking, though there are things she detests even more, like talk of us separating. My loving wife would knead me into several small dumplings and boil me in hot oil if she suspected I was even speaking to you about leaving her. Life is not all bad, though. I may have lost all my dignity and self-respect, along with my ability to fight, or even make a tight fist, but I am a bun master of some renown.
When we get you home, I'll speak with your wife.
I would sooner return to the cannibals and offer them what little flesh is left on my bones. But let's not discuss such things, if you don't mind.
I would very much like to get her perspective on things.
Perhaps in a little while. Memories of my wife are difficult to bear.
Okay, that's all for now. Yeah, that is relentless. The Jade Empire hasn't actually invented no-fault divorce yet. Clearly not. I forget what I was watching, but I remember someone making the point. It's like, yeah, the part of the whole boomer wife joke phenomenon is because no-fault divorce wasn't a thing, and so people were stuck with people they just hated. Like, they genuinely did just hate their wives, and they were like, I can't. I was like, yeah. I don't know how, how serious that socio-historical analysis is, but it makes sense to me. Oh, I should have saved. Just a big pug.
Get away from me, you beast! I'll stop the little guys, the big one's yours.
This is weirdly cute.
She's just trying to wear you down. You can't beat her with just...
Wait. Okay, yeah. Exactly what I thought.
You ready?
Oof.
There's no end to them, just like my wife's cousin.
Oh my god.
Down, bum man. I'm killing things here.
Imagine if there was a way to catch like a Pokemon and then you had a big goofy pet the rest of the game. That would be fun. Or if that was a spirit style, like someone you could transform into. Are you sure she's gone?
She would have to be. That hill collapsed like a bad cake.
Wow, a simile that doesn't involve his wife. What a way to end Guy's Night, yeah. I had not thought to drop a mountain on my entry. Yeah, you could have just crushed him to death. Will the forest recover? Oh, good.
Well, I suppose that's it. I'm gonna miss those little bastards. They tried so hard. They just kept coming, one after another, practically throwing themselves on my axes. You have to respect that kind of mindless dedication. Ah, well, let's go find something else to cleave. You should probably go down to his camp and check with Lord Young. He'll likely want to reward you. Let's go. I'm sure Ho can make his way back to Tien's Landing. Even if there's more cannibals about, he's too skinny to eat.
Ooh. That seems more worth it. I don't know.
What? What do you want?
Yeah, I'll talk later. Alright, give me that paper.
I wondered how long it would be before you made your way down here. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but the air has changed considerably. The forest shadow herself appeared here in this camp while the earth shook. She explained what was happening on my lands. She explained what happened in the inn. Nasty business, that. Glad you had the skills to deal with that. Mother, was it?
Those beasts had to be eliminated. I'm glad I could help.
That they did. Imagine such horrors trapped under my own land. Here is the wind map you wanted. The copy is near perfect, and I assure you that the assassins will never know you have it.
What will you do now?
We will stay on here for a while. These trees will need tending. Besides, I think I have some old family business to catch up on. Old alliances to reforge, as it were.
Do you think this forest will be passable anytime soon?
Allow me to answer that, Lord. Well, it seems that you solved the problem with the forest. That doesn't mean the ghosts will simply up and leave. If we're lucky, then you've stopped things from getting worse, and time will provide the cure.
You fool, you ignored the way of the silver for grasp choice at the bottom. Always raise your prices. Yes, I have forgotten. What did we call it the first stream? I think there was it Silver Grasp? I know we were riffing on that for a bit. I don't know. How do you know I cured your forest?
As I said, the Forest Shadow herself informed me of your brave actions. It was a lucky moment when you walked into this place. Fortunate for us both, in fact.
Alright, I think it's time I left.
Indeed, it is. You have my deepest gratitude. I had virtually given up hope, and you appeared like a gift from the heavens. Farewell. That map will carry you safely if you can find a flyer with the range. I wish you all the best of luck.
Nice. Alright. Ooh, 10. You shouldn't have. Alright. Oh, 10 because I had some left over. Probably. Still gonna be around?
See you again.
Yeah, probably. Alright. That's gonna be it for today. Now back to camp for more wife. You know, I think we've had, much like Ho, we've had enough wife for a little bit. We will resume with wife next week. Thank you all for joining me. And yeah, current plans: Dread Delusion again Wednesday, Jade Empire again next Saturday, and then next actual video release, next video essay release will be Sunday the 9th, unless something catastrophic happens, which is always possible. You can never rule that out. So, alright, goodbye.